Cables, the Captain's Crew, the LFA family, and the Groin Nation coming to you live from the deep red state of Tennessee on rumble.com/LFA TV. Welcome to Ungoverned. Happy to be here on a Friday. It's going to be a phone call Friday. Already up and moving. A couple hours on 1210 WPHT this morning. Kale and Company. Great to be back with them again. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. And we will have a lot this morning. We're going to have a good time with Bobby Kennedy. Obviously, he had a beat down. He was the one beating the people down. In the Senate yesterday, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who was just phenomenal, really. Did a great job yesterday in the Senate. So we're going to recap and have some fun with all of that. We'll do calls right around the 45 mark, right? So right around 10:45 Eastern time this morning. And if you're watching, wherever you're watching, make sure that you're hitting that thumbs up button. You are smashing that like button anywhere. You're hitting the subscribe button on whatever channel that you're watching. Rumble.com/LFA TV is home base. So make sure that you are watching there as well. And we will continue on with all of that in just a moment. I do want to, well, should we do the funny thing now? What do we have? Let me see here. What do we have here? Let's see. How much funny stuff do I have? I only have that one funny. We'll do that we'll do that in a minute. Rosie O'Donnell, if you think your life is bad, you could be Rosie O'Donnell. If you're having a bad day, just know that you could wake up looking like Rosie O'Donnell. She's looking rough. Also, welcome back to the NFL yesterday. They came back and the Eagles beat the Cowboys, by 4? I think was the final score, 24-20. I think it was. The best thing that came from it was a player on the Philadelphia Eagles got ejected in the first quarter. And he apparently looks just like the Abrams. This is Jalen Carter of the Philadelphia Eagles. Have you seen this yet? This is so funny. Look at this. That is the same person. It has to be. That's Jalen Carter, okay, of the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's the beast of the Southeast, Stacey. It's the beast of the Southeast. There it is. So, pretty funny. I thought that was really funny.
That is fun.
I thought that was great. You're in.
Am I?
Yeah, you're
that
on
sounds
there.
low.
No, you're on there. You're good.
I'm here, guys.
Yeah.
My computer had to restart.
And now it has restarted. We will get to all the good stuff from Bobby Kennedy. We have a bunch of other things this morning as well as phone calls. We'll do that. Bobby Kennedy, Section 8. I promised that yesterday. We'll get to Section 8. Alligator Alcatraz, great ruling yesterday in the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Venezuela is playing the FAFO game with the Trump administration again. So, just saying, maybe you don't want to F around as much as they're effing around. But we'll see. We'll get to all that and more. Before we do that, I got a word from our friends over at OFP Farms. And this time, as it's a Friday, as we do it every Friday, I'm going to play Brennan's clip, Brennan's video, OFPfarms.com, promo code Brennan for 15% off. The Peace Lotion has been selling extremely well. Take a look at this video.
I haven't filmed a Get Ready With Me in a hot minute, so I wanted to do that today. And I also wanted to show you guys this product from OFP Farms that I'm absolutely loving. It is their Magnesium Tallow Body Cream. And I'm the one with the code. Brennan, me, not Sean. Me. So excited about it. Powder foundation. I'm tan enough that I can be in one of their tanner shades. That makes me so happy. A little bit of blush. I go with a mauve eyeshadow. All right, a little mascara. There's always a hair, either in my mouth or in my eyes. You can usually blame the cats, but that one was all me. Just finishing up my lips. Like a nice juicy lip. Okay, I'm excited because now I get to tell you about the Magnesium Body Cream, OFP Farms. I have been loving this. It's called Peace, and it has lavender and vanilla notes, and it's in a squeezy tube. I happen to be a very big fan of squeezy tubes. I love this because you can put it in your purse. I love all of their magnesium lotions. a lot of them come in the pump. And I think that's great because I just stick it on the counter. You know what I mean? But this, you into the purse. Oh my gosh. Between my sunburn all the time and my restless legs. And I do run a little bit on the anxious side a lot. And so the lavender smell, kind of old-timey. They use top quality magnesium chloride flakes. They also use organic grass-fed beef tallow. This smells so good. It's very peaceful. It's very calming. I like to use this before bed. It's really nice. The people at OFE Farms are wonderful. If you guys would like to order one of these, please do use my affiliate code. My affiliate code. Brennan, it's my name, BRENNAN, to let them know that you heard about it through me. How exciting is that? And you will also get a little bit of a discount. Oh, and Clover wants to say hello. And so does Betty. Betty's actually been right here with me this whole time. Yes.
There it is. Yeah. The Betty honk. That's the dreaded honk that we hear every morning around, I don't know, 4:30, 5 sometimes.
Oh, yeah. She starts getting all tickly on
Mm.
boxes and stuff. She taps.
It's like, this cat is going to get duct taped to the ceiling fan at some point in time if she continues. Of course, sometimes I wake up before Betty when we do long days, which are fun days. But waking up before Betty is always good because then the joke's on her. Then I can go honk and wake her up. Now, OFPFarms.com, promo code Brennan for 15% off. OFPFarms.com, promo code BRENNAN for 15% off. OFPFarms.com. Okay, I want to roll over to this Rosie O'Donnell video because we have to start off with funny, right? We have to start off with some funny stuff, and this video. Remember, if you're having a bad day, it could always be worse. I woke up with a headache. Bad. Right now, this migraine, it is like really bad. Okay, but it could be worse. It could be worse. I could look like this.
I'm getting ready in Dublin to go on the Today Show Australia. So if you're up at 11 o'clock your time, which is soon, you can see me on that show. And a bunch of others, but that's the one I know. So when you see me, I'll look better than this. I promise. Thank you, Australia. I'm coming to Sydney, October 9th. Hope you're there. A TikTok, you don't stop.
All right. Okay. What's worse, that or a woo yeah? What's worse? Where's Mo? Where's Mo? Because Mo is the one who's like, please don't play.
Mo's here.
Where's Mo?
She's in the chat.
What is worse? A woo ya and Democrats singing, or Rosie O'Donnell doing that? What's worse? I got it. Mo is the judge in this one. I have to ask, and we'll see. Unless Mo yells at me because she's making her coffee.
She's always making her coffee.
She's always making her coffee.
You gotta leave the woman alone while
Rosie,
she's busy.
Rosie O'Donnell coming out. I'll be in Australia. I'll be in Sydney. TikTok, you don't stop. Ugh. Oh, she says neither. Mo says neither. It's a tie. They both suck. All right. A woo yeah. MD USMC 77 likes a woo yeah. So just because he said that, I'm gonna have to play it real quick. Just a woo. Right here it is.
Everybody.
By the way, because this is By the way, because this is a mariachi band, I have it in my queue as Dems singing Mexicans. That's
Everybody.
what it's.
Hoo-hoo-ya. Hoo-hoo-ya.
I can't. Not with a headache this morning. Sorry. Can't do it. Redneck 1776 says of Rosie going to Australia, echoing the comments of the great, I think it was Hank Johnson in the House of Representatives. Hopefully Australia doesn't capsize. That's pretty funny. All right. Let's get to a word from our friends over at Silent. And then we will get into Bobby Kennedy's beatdown yesterday. He was the one who facilitated the beatdown. He destroyed a bunch of senators. A couple of them made big-time fools of themselves, including, no. I do not take money from big pharma companies. You believe anybody who doesn't agree with you is corrupt too? Bernie Sanders. We'll get to that in just a second. Before we do that, a word from our friends over at, I'm sorry, not Silent, My Patriot Supply. MyPatriotSupply.com. It's MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. Did you know that September is National Preparedness Month? So it's the perfect time to ask yourself some questions like, how much food do you have on hand for emergencies? How would you get clean water if the tap went dry tomorrow? What would you do if a storm knocked out the power for a week? If you're anything like me, there is some room for improvement on this stuff. Luckily, our friends at MyPatriotSupply.com are making disaster preparedness easier and more affordable than ever by giving you over $1,500 worth of emergency food and preparedness gear for free. They just launched their Preparedness Month Mega Kit, and it includes a full year of emergency food, a water filtration system that can purify almost any water source, a solar backup generator, and a whole lot more. And here's the best part. If you go to mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned, you can get 90 preparedness essentials totaling over $1,500 absolutely free. That is mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned. 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 It is National Preparedness Month this September, which is a great time to take stock of your family's level of preparedness. If a disaster struck tomorrow, would you be ready? The answer is yes, if you go to mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned. Bobby Kennedy absolutely shut down the critics yesterday in the Senate. If you didn't see it, I didn't see it until later in the day. We had another very long and busy day yesterday. All good things, but I didn't get a chance to see a lot of this until last night. So this was new to me when I was prepping for this morning. Figure let's go ahead and reminisce on the amazing performance of Bobby Kennedy Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in front of the Senate yesterday. Here he is with Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren. You remember we called her Leanin' Liz Warren, right? Because she fell over. Chief falling horse. Here is RFK with Pocahontas yesterday in the Senate.
You are effectively denying people vaccines.
We're not going to recommend a product for which there's no clinical data for that indication. Is that what I should be doing?
What you should be doing is honoring your promise that you made when you were looking to get confirmed in this job.
You're going like this.
And that is, you promised that you would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. You just changed the classification of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not taking them away from people, Senator.
It takes it away if you can't get it from your pharmacist.
Well, most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free. Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
The question is, everyone who wants it, that was your promise.
No, I didn't. I never promised that I was going to recommend products with which there is no indication.
When you said...
And I know you've taken $855,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator.
Did you hold up a big sign saying that you were lying when you said that? Because you are the one who said you would not take them away. Now, Senator Kennedy,
I'm not taking them away from anybody.
Secretary,
you want me to indicate a product for which there is no clinical data?
Senator,
is that what you want?
Secretary Kennedy, you said you wouldn't, and now you did.
I'm not taking them away. Everybody can get access to them.
No, they can't walk into a pharmacy the way they could last month and get access to
it depends on the states.
A year ago,
but they can still get it. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it, Senator.
So look, let's move on. You clearly are taking away vaccines. I've seen.
She's like, okay, you're clearly doing this. Bobby Kennedy's like, I'm clearly not. She's like, but you clearly are. Nobody, you see, this is how the left does it, okay? And this goes way back. COVID, same thing with COVID. The vaccine mandates, the mask mandates. I was never, let me be very clear. I didn't believe in the mask, right? It was obvious that a piece of cloth over your face is not stopping you from getting COVID, okay? Like you know what, how they say it doesn't pass the smell test? You know what the smell test was in that case? If I can smell your fart through my mask, it's not stopping the virus, okay? It didn't pass the smell test. I know, gross analogy, but it's true. It's very true. I never believed in it. Now, I always said, hey, if you want to go out in the middle of this, pandemic, whatever you wanted to call it, and you believed that wearing a mask was appropriate and a good way for you to protect yourself against the virus, then wear one. Go ahead. Just don't force it on anybody who doesn't want to wear one. It's the same concept. Think about it. When you go out you go to the beach, right? And some people wear sunscreen. They wear a lot of sunscreen. They don't want to get sunburned. But, just because there's a risk of getting a sunburn does not mean that everybody who goes to the beach must wear sunscreen. Those who want and believe that sunscreen will protect them from the sunburn and from the UV and the radiation, etc., those who want to use sunscreen can use it. Those who don't want to use sunscreen don't have to use it. It's the same thing. You're protecting yourself from something that you don't want to experience the adverse effects of. You don't want to get a virus. You think that the mask protects you from getting the virus. Wear the mask. It probably doesn't. I don't agree with it, but wear the mask. I don't care. Just don't force it on us. That's the point. The left took the position that we were essentially going polar opposites of them, whereas they wanted to mandate everybody wear this mask. They wanted to mandate everybody get this vaccine. Therefore, we wanted to outlaw your personal choice to get it. That was never my position. I know that there were some people who were like, ban masks. I didn't agree with the ban. I also didn't agree with the mandate. I basically said, if you want to wear one, wear one. If you want to get the COVID vaccine, go get it. I'm not going to stop you. That's your choice. If you're over 18 years old and you want to go get the COVID vaccine, you feel like it's going to help you get a less severe case of the virus, whatever you think it is, whatever you want. If you want it, go get it. You want to wear a mask in a supermarket because you think it's going to protect you from getting sick? Wear one. Fine. I don't agree with you. I think it's silly. I don't think you're actually helping anybody. I definitely don't think you're helping yourself. But if you feel like you want to wear that mask, wear it. If the same thing I say about men in dresses. I don't think you belong in a dress, but they're clothing, right? It's clothing. If you want to wear a dress for all I care. Well, that just don't force your ideology on me. Don't invade women's private spaces. But you want to go out there and be a dude in a skirt. I think it's gross. I think you're a lunatic. I think you're probably deranged and mentally sick in some way, shape, or form. But you have the right to wear whatever clothes you want. Okay, as long as it's not, bordering on or encouraging or enabling indecent exposure. Okay. But the left argues against their own policy by arguing in favor of their own policy. You see what she is acting like when Bobby Kennedy says, we're not going to mandate it and we're not going to release guidance that will support anybody mandating it, that it means nobody can get a vaccine. That's not true. I know for a fact when I was calling for the end of mask mandates in New York, never once, not ever, did I say we have to ban the use of mask wearing. No, I said we have to ban the enforcement of the mandate that makes mask wearing mandatory. Meaning, if you'd like to wear a mask, wear one. If you don't want to wear one, don't. If you want to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't. That's it. That is literally all I've been asking for. That's all many of us have been asking for. Nobody's taking the vaccine away from anybody. Nobody's banning the vaccine. We're just making it much more difficult for people to mandate this vaccine, which should not be mandated absent clinical data and testing and trials. And Bobby Kennedy was 100% right to call out Pocahontas for taking a large sum of money from the pharmaceutical industry, from Big Pharma. All right. I want to get to this one now with Bernie. No. He flipped out. We actually heard this with Will Cow yesterday, driving to Michael Patrick Leahy. And I was like, he's going to, not yesterday. It was, yesterday we were driving up to Tommy Lahren. That's what we were doing.
That's right.
Which was fun, by the way. It's always a good time on that show. Always a good time. But we heard this, and I was like, oh, Will Cow's going to do Bernie. He was, no, you saying Secretary Kennedy, that anybody who disagrees with you is corrupt too? Bernie Sanders is so fun to get riled up, and I love that Bobby got him riled up. This is a great little showdown between Bobby Kennedy, RFK Jr., who, now that the Uniparty, because there are Republicans who are attacking him too, and I posted this on X, and I said, hey, when the Uniparty attacks a guy like RFK, my support gets stronger for him, right? I wasn't always a fan. He came around on a lot of issues. He was a good faith actor in the 2024 campaign, and I like the Make America Healthy Again initiative a lot, and he's serious about it. And he's the only one that I can think of in a position of power that has been this devoted to this cause, which is very important. Here is RFK Jr. taking on Bernie Sanders, the senator from Vermont. Take a look at this. This is insane.
Every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well? And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food Everybody industry. But you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you will agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president. You got $1 billion behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt. But you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue now... I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. The issue is every time anyone disagrees with you... Are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential campaign? No, I'm saying... I don't think so.
Everybody was corrupt for you. Republicans and Democrats too. He started rhyming. Did you catch that? Everyone's corrupt too. Republicans and Democrats and you. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam. I am. I will not eat them over here. I will not eat them over there. I will not eat them if you take away everybody's health care. I will not eat green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. You too. I just came up with that rhyme, by the way. That Bernie Sanders, green eggs and ham, healthcare rhyme just now with a headache. So I would appreciate some freaking credit and
Very good.
And hit the like button.
You know what my favorite thing happened this morning was?
What?
Dawn called you handsome.
Dawn.
I thought that was so
Dawn
cute.
Dawn Stenson said I was handsome when I smile.
My least favorite thing that's happened recently is food poisoning from eggs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be aware of your eggs, people.
Be aware. The egg thing is interesting.
I tossed cookies a lot last night.
There was some cookies being tossed.
Some eggs being tossed.
There we go. Someone said short clip that. I might have to. I don't even remember what the rhyme was. It came to me and it went.
We can rewatch it.
We'll watch
the good thing about recording.
That's the best part about it. Yeah. We will rewatch it. I love that clip of Bernie Sanders just going nuts with RFK. All right. There was some more stupidity yesterday on the Hill, the senators. This is remember, do I have this clip? It's in here somewhere, but it's going to be very hard for me to find it. Do you remember when Al Sharpton, Brennan, I remember where we were when I first played this the first time. Okay. Al Sharpton, when he was like, could you imagine if Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the... There it is. I do have it still. I knew I didn't delete it because remember this?
One day our children's children will read American history. And can you imagine our reading that James Madison or Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government so they could stay in power? That's what we...
Could you imagine if Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government? Wait a second. The Declaration of Independence is a declaration signed by colonists to overthrow their government. Thomas Jefferson wrote it. Tim Kaine from Virginia he hasn't read the Declaration of Independence either, apparently. You got to see what he's wearing here. This is unbelievable. So you know how the liberals always have the same submarine porthole glasses like Rosie has?
Getting ready in Dublin.
I'm getting ready in Dublin, okay? Here is Tim Kaine yesterday in the Senate. Look at this guy and listen to this guy and just understand that this man is a complete and total fool. Take a look.
The notion that
look at the
come
glasses on his
laws
forehead.
And don't
Those
come
are Rosie's
from the government,
glasses.
But come from the creator.
Wait a second, me guy. I'm shouting over this guy. First of all, did you see the glasses on his forehead? What are you doing, you tool? What are you doing? But second of all, listen to what he says.
The notion that rights don't come from laws and don't come from the government, but come from the creator, that's what the Iranian government believes. It's a theocratic regime that bases its rule on Shia law and targets Sunnis, Baha'is, Jews, Christians, and other religious minorities. And they do it because they believe that they understand what natural rights are from their creator. So the statement that our rights do not come from our laws or our governments is extremely troubling.
I hate this guy. I'm going to tell you. I'm not supposed to say that, but I don't like. I do hate the guy because when members of government start saying that it's the government that gives the people rights, I want them out of power immediately. Immediately. Our rights do not come from the government. This guy does not understand how the Constitution works. And by the way, the Declaration of Independence, again, which I understand is probably something the left is not familiar with. We are endowed by who?
God.
We are endowed by our creator. Yes. Okay? Doesn't say we're endowed by our president with certain unalienable rights. Doesn't say we're endowed by our Congress with certain unalienable rights. Doesn't say we're endowed by Tim Kaine with certain unalienable rights. We are endowed by our creator. Creator. With certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's in the Declaration of Independence. It is one of the most popular lines in the Declaration of Independence. Yes, our rights, our founding fathers said that our rights come from God. We are created by God in his image with certain unalienable rights, human rights, etc. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Our laws, our Constitution protects those rights, and our laws restricting the government from taking those rights away. Tim Kaine wants you to believe that our laws give us our rights. No, our laws protect our rights from assholes like him. Oh, that makes me so mad. You are a public servant, sir. You serve us. We do not get our rights from you. We protect our rights from you. Oh, man.
That's good. That was good. That needs to be a clip, too. Take a breath.
Virginia needs to do better than that. Just sugar honey iced tea stain. I can't take him. Ugh. That just makes me sick. When you have and this is a guy who's going to say, Donald Trump's a dictator. This is a guy who believes he gives you rights. Did you hear this guy? Unbelievable.
That was good. You were a few seconds away from turning into like a Southern Baptist.
Oh, I was getting close. I always forget to. Turbulence has happened already. All right.
We was down by our creator.
I'll tell you this now. Now we're going to get to the last funny one.
Okay.
RFK Jr. upset a senator, so the senator didn't give him a pin. This is like, what is this, the second grade? Bobby, because of the way you acted, you don't get a gold star today. I promise you, this is what happens here in the Senate. This senator from New Mexico is like, I was going to give you my starfish pin, but because of how you acted, I'm not going to give. I bet Bobby Kennedy's going to sob himself to sleep over this. Watch.
Look, 2 young ladies in Las Cruces, New Mexico at a town hall recently gave me this starfish pin. I was going to give it to you today, but after your questioning today, I don't think you deserve it, because what this represents is to remember that every one of us can make a difference, sir, to something as small as a starfish on a beach that maybe got washed up, you throw it back in the ocean. You might not save them all, but you can save one. I'm sorry that you're not worthy of this nice little pin, sir, as a nice reminder. I'm going to pray for you, Secretary Kennedy. I hope we do better. I want you to do better. But today was a failure for you, man. I yield back.
Senator? Today was a failure for you. You don't get my starfish now. I'm sure Bobby Kennedy he went home, he started rocking himself to sleep like, I really wanted that starfish. This is devastating news to me. Are you kidding me? What are we in? What are we in? Kindergarten? Well, Tommy, because you threw a tantrum at nap time, you don't get, student helper points. And you may not get M&Ms at the end of the week.
I'm going to pray for you.
I'm going to pray for you, and I'm not giving you my pin.
He's not going to do none of that. Who's he praying to?
I'll tell you what, if he's praying to the same guy that Tim Kaine prays to, probably, the devil, someone else, not the right person to pray to. I'm not giving you my pin. Yeah, you showed him. Ben Ray Lujan. Yeah. Another sugar honey iced tea stain. Stupid. I couldn't believe that. I was like, wait a second. A starfish pin? This is what you're doing? Well, because of your questioning today, I'm not giving it to you. Okay, fine. Keep it. Shove it up your ass for all I care. I don't want it. That's what I would have said if I was Bob. And you can stick it up your rear end with your vaccine.
You always look like you're cold when you do that.
I have to squeeze myself so that I stress my voice. Unbelievable. These people are just, and the best part about these Democrats, they think that that's going to change. You think Bobby Kennedy, what did you think he was going to do? Beg him, please give me the starfish. I'm sorry.
We should all send Bobby Kennedy a starfish.
Yes. we should start We should start a send Bobby Kennedy a starfish. He should have a collection. He should have a whole freaking coral reef in his apartment after this. He's going to be like, Senator Lujan didn't give me the starfish pin, so now all of our wonderful supporters sent me an entire coral reef. It would be... I have no words for these effing insane Democrats. Okay. Let's get to a word from our friends over at Silent. SLNT.com/SHAWN. Silent.com/SHAWN. Let's face it, guys and gals, your phone, as much as I love mine, I made that row your boat video, 700,000 views on Facebook of all places. Unbelievable. But your phone is a tracking device. Government agencies, big tech, corporate data brokers, even cyber criminals, they're all fighting for a piece of your digital footprint, and they're not asking for it. They're just taking it. That's why Silent exists. Silent makes Faraday gear that blocks all wireless signals. Cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, RFID, and near-field communications. No signal? Well, that means no tracking, no remote access, and no breadcrumbs. This is the same technology that is trusted by special operations teams worldwide, used to block signals, avoid surveillance, and secure communications wherever the mission leads. And now it is available to you to protect your family, protect your freedom, and secure your digital footprint. You just got to drop your phone in a Silent Faraday sleeve, and it is off the grid, completely silent, invisible to the outside world. From backpacks to sleeves to crossbodies, Silent's patented technology gives you total control over your privacy. Just visit SLNT.com at silent.com/Sean, SHAWN, to save 15% and get free shipping on qualifying orders. That is Silent, SLNT.com/SHAWN. Protect your rights, secure your data, and stay one step ahead. Silent.com/SHAWN. 15% off, free shipping on qualifying orders. Silence the chaos today. Silent.com, SLNT.com/SHAWN. All right, we have another message to play from our good friend Jeremy Harrell on behalf of Goldcrest. Goldcrest Metals. Take a look at this.
Hey everybody, Jeremy Harrell here. Look, I want to talk to you a little bit about gold and silver. When I was a kid, I always wondered what Fort Knox must look like. And when I was a kid, I always envisioned that when you would walk into Fort Knox, you would see just gold everywhere, literally raining gold, kind of like what you see behind me right now. Unfortunately, as a grown-up, I don't have that kind of imagination anymore, and I don't even have that much trust that Fort Knox has the 5,000 tons of gold that we're supposed to have there. Meaning that decades ago, we went off the gold standard in this country, which took the value of our dollar down to just mere pennies. And since our federal government doesn't want to go back to a gold standard currency, then it's time to us to take matters into our own hands. Have you ever thought about buying gold and silver? Have you ever thought about taking portions of your IRA or your 401k or your nest egg or your savings and putting it into gold and silver, either all or a portion of it? Have you ever wanted to purchase silver like this in bullion or premium? I know I do. And I know I wanted to take matters back into my own hands, which is why I have worked with Golden Crest Metals to do that. GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA is going to be your go-to, absolutely transparent and trusted partner. Now, you can go to that website or you can call 888-308-4202. And what the good thing about this is they're going to guide you. They're going to talk to you. They're going to guide you. They're going to give you all the answers to your questions. And there's going to be no hidden fees. It's completely transparent. No hidden fees. No pressure, no surprise markups whatsoever. Clients get to see everything before they purchase. They've even agreed to lower the minimum investment to the LFA audience in order to make sure that everybody has access to this. Free IRA storage, free insured shipping, and a full range of precious metals from gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. And if it's easier for you to just maybe click a QR code, well, guess what? We've got that available for you too. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Click this QR code on your screen and it'll take you right there. GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA. Again, GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA, or call 888-308-4202 today to reach these guys. They're going to be a great partner for you, just as they have been for me, and we absolutely recommend here at LFA TV, GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA.
GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA. B.A. Peter 72 says, Brennan, could someone show the info for Silent at the bottom of the screen with contact info? I just can't keep up with his speed. Yeah, I go fast. I'm sorry. That's slnt.com/SHAWN. Appreciate you.
I will copy that and paste it in the comments below the video.
Brennan's going to put it in the comments below the stream. That would be silent, slnt.com/SHAWN. Thank you for expressing interest in, of course, one of our sponsors. That makes me very happy. Okay, I've had this in my prep for days and just haven't gotten to it. But now there are two stories that kind of coincide. It's always nice when that winds up happening. So first, I want to start off here in Colorado, where taxpayers obviously are footing the bill. They're getting killed here, soaked, for luxury Section 8 housing. Ward Clark, red state, back when the Clinton-era welfare reform package, dubbed the Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act of 1996, that's a mouthful, was being debated in Congress. I remember a representative from the Chicago area proclaiming that the bill's work requirements were unfair to many of her constituents, some of whom came from families who had been lying in the welfare hammock for 2 or 3 generations and shouldn't be expected to work. Around that time, Ward Clark says he was working in a small business in Aurora, Colorado, and a young woman, a single mother, came in to take a job in the shipping department, stating that she had to get a job because of those requirements. She followed the example of her supervisor, worked hard, became very diligent, and ended up making a very comfortable living. In her case, welfare did what it should. It gave her a hand up, not a hand out. That's what it's supposed to do. This is my same argument I make, for weight loss drugs, etc. That guy that we saw walking with his shirt off, he was really, overweight. It was pretty bad. We said, hey, that's a guy. He's trying his best. He's sweating. He's trying to, take pounds off. That's a guy I would say, get on a drug like that. Help it take weight off. It's good motivation. It's better for you in the long run when you're working out. You're not putting as much stress on your joints, etc. And then, do the rest of it naturally, but use it as a way to get started. Use it as a way to get back on your feet. Take control of the situation. Get yourself into a better starting point and then go from there. That's what welfare is designed to do. You're not supposed to live on it forever. It's supposed to be a safety net. You fell off, you fell into the safety net, get yourself back up, get out of the safety net, and then go on about your day. In Colorado, the taxpayers are on the hook for thousands of dollars every month to keep welfare cases in some pretty expensive apartments. Some of them, again, for several generations. Able-bodied, able-minded people, again, reclining in the welfare hammock. Taxpayers are covering rents. Brennan, do you remember what when we moved to Donaldson, we had that 1-bedroom apartment. We were paying $1,600 a month. And it was a little high for a 1-bedroom, but it was still much less than what we were paying for a studio in New York.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is $1,600, and that wasn't a bad apartment. It wasn't a dump. It was a nice complex.
Yeah,
It wasn't
it was
in the best area, but it was a clean unit. Everything
Yeah.
worked. You know, washer and dryer worked, fridge worked, sink worked. Everything was
It was
fine.
actually the most quiet apartment we had.
Yeah,
too. The
it was-
walls were more soundproof than any of the other places
Right.
that we lived.
About $1,600 a month for rent. Taxpayers in Colorado are paying for rents of up to $3,879 per month, leading taxpayer advocates to question the growing duration of federal Section 8 housing choice voucher usage. Section 8 needs to focus on lifting people out of the trap of poverty, not putting them into the lap of luxury. There are taxpayers right now in Colorado who are paying for folks to live in luxury apartments costing up to almost $4,000 a month on welfare. Those people are living in a better living situation than we were in. Again, not to say we lived in a slum or we were in a crappy place. We weren't. We moved to Spring Hill. We moved into a one-bedroom where we were able to take the studio, the office, etc., put it into another room.
Spring Hill was 2-bedroom.
About the same 2-bedroom. About the same price of what it was in Donaldson. It's in a little area further away from Nashville. Again, that was a nice place. It was a good complex. It was safe. It was quiet. You know, we had the noisy people upstairs, but that's not the complex's fault that the neighbor was noisy. Why can't you find a place like that costs the taxpayer $1,600 a month to put these people in instead of a luxury apartment that, many regular Americans that are actually paying for those people to live there couldn't afford themselves? Brings me to this now, because how much of it is going to illegals? This is great. Housing and urban development. Scott Turner said each authority has 30 days to complete an audit verifying whether tenants have citizenship or eligible immigration status. HUD, Housing and Urban Development, is requiring proof of citizenship for housing benefits through Section 8. Good. There is no reason whatsoever why taxpayer dollars should be funding illegal aliens to be living for free on our welfare programs. I support this 1,000%. The Trump administration is directing public housing authorities across the United States to review their roles for illegal immigrants, HUD Director and Secretary Scott Turner announced on Friday. Turner said, this was last week, Turner said each authority has 30 days to complete an audit verifying whether tenants have citizenship or eligible immigration status. He warned that any program failing to comply could face scrutiny of its own federal funding. Quote, no longer will illegal aliens be able to leave citizenship boxes blank or take advantage of HUD-funded housing, riding the coattails of hardworking American citizens, Turner wrote. He added that HUD resources are stretched thin, noting, quote, currently HUD, Housing and Urban Development, only serves 1 out of the 4 eligible families due in part to the lack of enforcement of prohibition against federally funded assistance to illegal aliens. Again, illegals coming first, not anymore. If you're going to be getting federal taxpayer dollars to assist with your housing costs, you are going to have to prove that you have a legal right to be in the country. This is not unfair. Matter of fact, this is what fairness looks like. Fairness to all of us. Fairness to all of us. Okay. Quick break, and then we'll get to your call. 631-527-4545. Patriot Mobile, ladies and gentlemen. This is Patriot Mobile. PatriotMobile.com/FARASH. I realize that there are, what did I do? I realize that there are many, many choices when it comes to who you choose for your cell phone service, and that there are new ones popping up all over the place. But here's the truth. There's only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes that freedom is worth fighting for, and that is Patriot Mobile. For more than 12 years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms while also providing exceptional nationwide cell phone service with access to all 3 of the major networks. Do not take my word for it. We've got hundreds of people in our chat, hundreds of thousands of people across the country who have made the switch and are now supporting causes that they believe in simply by joining Patriot Mobile. Switching's easier than ever. You can activate in minutes from the comfort of your own home. Keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. Patriot Mobile's all U.S.-based support team is standing by to take care of you. Call 972-PATRIOT today or go to patriotmobile.com/FARASH. FARASH. Use the promo code FARISH for a free month of service. That is patriotmobile.com/FARASH or call 972-PATRIOT and make the switch today. That is patriotmobile.com/FARASH or call 972-PATRIOT. Promo code FARASH for a free month of service. All right, let's get those calls coming in. No matter where you're watching from, if you're at home base over on Rumble, the Cool Kids Table, if you're watching anywhere else, 631-527-4545. That is 631-527-4545. I'm getting the page pulled up right now so that we can, that was wrong, so that we can get these calls connected. 631-527-4545. And I don't want to be a nudge, but I'd like to try and keep our calls to about 90 seconds each so we can get to more callers. I don't want to ever have to hang up on people, but that's what we're going to try and do. 631-527-4545. There's a lot of competition on the line right now, so I'm trying to refresh so something will come through. Here we go. We'll go to this one right here. I know who this is, waiting for it to connect. This would be, let's see, our good friend in Iowa, Dylan Filion. What's going on, Dylan?
Nothing, Sean. I hope things are well with you all. This has been a crazy week.
It has been a wild, last month or so. It's been crazy. But yes, things are well. It's all good things. It's just been a lot of things. What's up?
John, things have been well with me, man. It's we've been extremely busy. I've been on the ground a lot, actually. I've been talking to a lot of Republicans in the district, and even I would say somewhat quite a few Democrats and independents. I have one more page to fill out until I get to my goal of 140 signatures to get on the ballot, and we're making progress here in the district, and our name is getting out there. The local media just gave us some name recognition, so that's good.
Very good.
But yeah, we're making progress here, and continuing to go full speed ahead, and this should be a good election coming up here. Sean, it's just crazy because I saw that House story that you were talking about, and it's just crazy to me that we have one side of the political aisle that literally is evading the law.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. And
it is
the fact
nuts.
that people, and the fact that even the normies can't see that is insane to me. So.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that they can't see it, Dylan, right? Or are they just being hidden from it by propagandists, by the left, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do they know,
crazy.
right? Do they know? Because you have think of it, right? You're a sane person. You've been speaking to independents. You've been speaking to Democrats out in Iowa. If you tell a normie, so to speak, that this is going on, hey, did you know that in Colorado, if you go to Colorado, you go, hey, did you know in Colorado, in this state, you are probably paying for somebody to live in a more expensive apartment than you currently live in, right? If they knew, insane. They would be infuriated. The problem is they don't know because their sources of information might be CNN. They don't understand how corrupt the mainstream media is yet. And that's our job Our job is to reach those people and say, hey, and by the way, here's a better place to get your news. You get the truth. You get all this, and that's how we make a dent, like what you're doing.
Totally agree. And also, Sean, we just got to be hard on this, Sean, because we got to take back our communities.
Yeah, that's right.
We not only have to take back our federal government, but we have to take back our state and local communities.
Absolutely.
We have some off-year elections here, so I just would like to recommend to all of the people in the chat, especially watching the show, that they go look up if there's any local elections, because we have some school board elections coming up here, and we have a mayoral race here.
Very
in the
important.
City of Davenport.
Speaking of the mayor, we're going to go meet with our mayor as soon as this show is over. So we're going to go meet with him here in Murfreesboro. But thanks for the call, Dylan. Keep doing what you're doing. You're killing it, my man. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
All right, Dylan Filion of Iowa. This guy, tell you what, bright future. We say it all the time. Bright future, right? Guys, we need more of that, man. And it's not just, let's take away the fact that he's young. We need more of that from everybody of all ages. We need more of that. You gotta get involved. All right. Another call coming in. I think I know who this is too. I'm gonna wager a guess. Are we talking to Conservative Autumn here?
Yes.
2 for 2. Let's go. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're doing well. What's on your mind?
So I wonder if RFK is not only planning to get rid of vaccine mandates, but also planning to reverse things that have been caused by that, something to reverse vaccine mandates or vaccines in general, because those vaccines can cause a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was not anti-vax until COVID.
Well, I don't know if he's going to, in terms of reversing side effects or reversing the legislation, but basically the way it works in a lot of cases is, with the position he holds and the guidelines that can come out of the United States, Health Department, those guidelines are usually how, local municipalities justify their mandates. And so by taking the guidelines away, it makes it harder to mandate. And then it becomes a personal choice. If you want to inject yourself with something, go. If not, then don't. But we shouldn't be forcing it or leveraging pressure on people to get it. And I think that's Kennedy's main point.
Yeah. See, I was wondering, because I was homeschooled and had lots of anti-vax friends.
Yeah.
My parents weren't until I talked them into it after COVID.
Good. Well, you did them a favor. Trust me, you did them a favor. Thank you so much for your call, Conservative Autumn. Great to hear from you.
Great to hear from you guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. All right, it's always great to hear from. It's great to hear from everybody. We're getting a lot of calls again, and I got to jump into Armor Colostrum real quick, and then we'll keep jumping on calls. We'll hit a lightning round here. This is tryarmor.com/LFA TV, TRYARMRA.com/LFA TV. We're always on the lookout for ways to strengthen immunity and gut health, improve fitness and metabolism, and enhance skin and hair radiance. That's what Armor Colostrum can do for you. And then some. Check it out. You can reactivate your hair growth, help your skin glow, like Dylan, right? You had the glowing skin. You could fortify your gut health and ignite your metabolism. It could fuel your fitness, performance, and recovery. You can go ahead and check it out at tryarmor.com/LFA TV. That is TRYARMRA.com/LFA TV. Tryarmor.com/LFA TV for 15% off of your entire first order. Tryarmor.com/LFA TV. Tryarmor.com/LFA TV.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I didn't know if I should say anything because I always want to be respectful. But people are talking about it in the chat. Meemaw Becky.
I saw that in the chat, yeah.
Her husband did pass away last night.
Yes.
So if you can just keep her in your prayers.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's going through a tough time. So rally around her, as the LFA family always does. Very tough time for Meemaw. We love her. And she's in our prayers, obviously, during this very, very tough time. We saw a lot of people talking about it in the chat. So, yes, as Brennan says, keep her in your prayers. All right, we'll go to another call coming in right here. I know I'm going to go 3 for 3 with guessing who's on the line because I recognize the number. This is Heather from Kansas City. What's up, Heather?
Hello. Happy Red Friday.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Red Friday to you, I'll tell you. Right? Ms. Kelsey, is Taylor Kelsey going to be at the game?
Probably. She might be, I'm just saying.
That's your
I
girl.
will tell you, we were crazy today. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I went to the McDonald's nearby, and several other of us around the block stood in line for flags, for Chiefs flags. We do it every
Good stuff. There you go. Dedicated fan.
I
Love
am.
it.
I
Love it.
am. And so, but anyway, I was going to tell you, my husband was at a Walgreens here recently, and someone was asking about the COVID shot. I'm like, oh boy. And they said they didn't have them there, and they also didn't have it at Costco. I'm like, well, good for them. So
Yeah,
they don't have it.
Guess you can't get your 73rd booster. Oops. Oh, well.
Oh my gosh. And
Right.
I never actually wore a mask when I didn't have to. I'm like, if you want to, fine, wear a mask, but
That
don't
was
make
me.
me do it.
Yeah, that was me.
They used to say that we had to wash our food. I'm like,
Right. Come on. It was just, it got ridiculous. It got ridiculous.
I know. Well,
So-
today is my last day here at this crazy place, work. So I am
Right.
Hi, Brandon. How are you?
Hey, girl.
Hi. Anyway, so I just wanted to call and say hi. I'll let you get to other calls, but you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, Heather. Have a great weekend, and good luck to your Chiefs. All right, I think we have time if we keep them lightning round-esque, probably for 2 more. I see a lot of people are trying to get through. It is 631-527-4545. Somebody called 12 times, and I really hope we can get to them, but I can't make any guarantees. It's kind of first come, first served, luck of the draw. I don't know who this is. I'm not going to take this guess. Who do we have on the line here?
Hello?
Hello there. You're on the air live. Who do we have?
Hi, Sean. This is Cat Lover, a.k.a. Josephine. How are you?
What's up, Cat Lover? How are you?
How's my girl in the background with my outside voice?
There you go.
I am fantastic. It's so nice to hear from you.
What's happening?
Yeah, you guys, I'm not going to keep you long. I know it's already top of the hour. But, just quickly, what did these demon crats get out of trying to destroy RFK yesterday? Just a bunch of political theater. That's all. That's all I have to say.
That's all it was. Yeah. You're 100% right. Cat Lover, thank you so much for your call. Have a great weekend.
Have a great day. You too. Bye, Brennan.
Bye.
That's Cat Lover. She's great. That's great. She's right. All political theater. All political theater. Starfish pen. I'm not giving you my starfish pen. This is our person here. I'm happy. This is gonna be our last call. We have about a minute left. So we've got about say 45 seconds. Who do we have on the line here? Welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Sean. It's Chris in Indiana. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well, Chris. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to say two things real quick. One, somebody needs to help me out in Indiana because we've got a ton of rhinos over here.
Okay.
And two, thanks for what you guys are doing and keep doing a great job. I love you guys.
All right, thank you. Chris in Indiana, appreciate the call.
That's nice.
Glad to hear from you, and you have a great weekend. On that note, we will be finishing up today. Top of the hour coming up. Live from America coming up. We have, let's see, what do we have today? What do we have? We're going to be at the Tennessee Firearms Association dinner soon. We have a lot coming up. So keep it locked right here on rumble.com/LFA TV for LFA TV all day long. We got to jet out to meet with our mayor, which is really cool. Mayor of Rutherford County. Nice to know your local officials, right? We're going to get out there and
that feels so old-timey.
Have a little meeting with our mayor.
Meet with the mayor.
As President Trump says, we will never give up. We will never give in. We will never, ever surrender. And if all else fails, we will just become ungovernable. Thank you. God bless you. God bless this one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Keep a lookout. I'm going to try and clip those Bernie and the other one that you said I should clip, my rant about Tim Kaine.
That was great.
We'll put those up. I got the caption app now, which is really cool. We'll get those out. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please, if you can, go to your audio podcasting platforms. Hit subscribe after you search for Ungoverned across any platform, no matter where you're watching. Hitting subscribe just helps us reach more people. Even if you never download an episode, it helps it come up in more people's searches. So we just encourage you to do that. Hit the like button. Follow on whatever channel you're watching. Repost on whatever channel you're watching. Have a great weekend. We're back on Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time for Ungoverned. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Bang gavel, and thank you for your attention to this matter.